When I was young, I believed life was simple. My name is Kian, and my father was wealthy. Because of that, I never had to worry. I didn't study hard. I didn't work. I had everything I ever wanted. If I saw something nice, I just asked my father. He always bought it for me. My friends warned me to plan for the future, but I laughed. Why should I work? Why should I worry? My father had money. That was enough for me. Every morning, I woke up late. I had breakfast in bed. I watched TV for hours. Sometimes I went out with my friends. We ate at the best restaurants. We wore designer clothes. We drove luxury cars. Life was easy and full of fun. I thought it would always be like that. I never thought about money. I never thought about work. I just lived in the moment. When I wanted to travel, I did. When I wanted new shoes, I got them. When I saw a new phone, I bought the best one. My father paid for everything. I didn't think about how hard he worked. I never asked about his business. I only enjoyed my life. I thought about today, not tomorrow. Then one day, my father called me. He looked serious. "Sit down, Kian," he said. I smiled, but his expression didn't change. He wasn't happy. He wasn't joking. He said, "You're not a child anymore. You must think about your future." I laughed. "Father, I have everything I need." He shook his head. "No, my son, you have everything because I work hard. But life isn't always easy. One day, things may change." I didn't understand. I thought he was worrying for no reason. "Don't worry, Father," I said. "Nothing will change." He didn't smile. He looked at me for a long time. Then he said, "We'll see." I didn't think much about his words. I left the room and went out with my friends. We laughed. We spent money. I didn't know that everything was about to change. The next morning, I woke up late again. I stretched and picked up my phone. Messages from friends popped up. They wanted to hang out. I got ready, wore my best clothes, sprayed expensive cologne, and walked downstairs. But my father was waiting in the living room. His face was serious. "Sit," he said. I sighed and sat down. "I have plans today," I told him. He didn't care. He looked me in the eyes. "You are not a boy anymore. You must learn about life." "I know about life," I said, rolling my eyes. "No, you don't," he replied. Then he said something unexpected. "Come with me." He didn't explain. I followed him outside. We got in his car. He started driving. The city looked different that morning. I saw people hurrying to work, cleaners sweeping streets, vendors selling food on sidewalks. I had never noticed these people before. After some time, he stopped the car in a part of the city I didn't recognize. The buildings were old. Streets were dirty. People looked tired. He pointed to a man selling fruit. "Look at him. He wakes up at dawn. He works all day. No rest. No complaints. He works to feed his family." I didn't say anything. Then he showed me a small shop. Inside, an old woman was sewing clothes. She's been working for 40 years. She doesn't have much, but she works hard every day. She looked exhausted, but she didn't stop. She just kept sewing. I had never seen people like this before. Never thought about them. My father looked at me. "You see now. Life isn't easy for everyone. You've never worked a single day." I felt strange. I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. For the first time in my life, I felt small. We got back in the car. My father didn't speak. I stayed quiet. The images of the man and the woman stayed in my head. I had never thought about people like them. My life had been so easy. After a while, we arrived at a tall building, his office. I had visited before, only to ask for money. We entered. The place was busy. People walked quickly, phones rang, papers were scattered everywhere. My father took me to his office. "Do you know what I do every day?" he asked. "You work," I said. He nodded, double quotes, "Yes. But do you know how hard I work? I wake early, make big decisions, solve problems. I do all this for you." I looked around. Workers were typing, calling, looking stressed. I had never noticed this before. I had only seen the money, not the effort behind it. Then he handed me a small notebook. From tomorrow, you will work here. He said, me, work, yes. You'll start from the bottom. You'll learn. But I don't need to work, I said. He shook his head. You do. One day. I won't be here. What will you do then? I didn't know what to say. I had never thought about life without him. The next morning, I woke up early. It felt strange. I dressed and went downstairs. He handed me a small bag. Your lunch, he said. Can't I eat at a restaurant? Workers bring lunch, he replied. Today, you're a worker. We arrived at his office, but he didn't take me to his room. Instead, a small room with many desks. People typing. A man in glasses walked up. This is Mr. Harris, my father said. You'll work under him. Then he left Dotmer. Harris said, follow me. He gave me a chair, a desk, and a stack of papers. Find the mistakes. Work fast, he said. I stared at the papers. Numbers, rows, lines. My head hurt in an hour. Everyone else worked non-stop. No talking. No resting. This wasn't my life anymore. This was work. At lunch, I opened my bag. Simple food. No luxury. I ate quietly. Others did too. Then, right back to work. I missed my old life. But I also felt something else respect. In the afternoon, Mr. Harris came. You made mistakes. Do it again. I wanted to complain. I didn't. I just nodded. By the end of the day, I was drained. But something inside me had changed. Next morning, I was sore, but I woke early. My father nodded at me. Good, he said. At the office, Mr. Harris said, work faster. I sat down, worked harder, finished early, fewer mistakes. Good, he said. Outside. My father asked, tired. I nodded. Good, he said. Weeks passed, then months. I got faster, made fewer mistakes. Mr. Harris even said, good job. Those words meant more than any gift. I started understanding money. I saw how hard my father worked. He wasn't just rich. He had built something. One evening, he called me in. You've changed, he said. You understand now. He handed me a key. This is your office. You're ready for more. The key felt heavy, not because of its weight, but what it meant. The next day, I entered my new office. Small, but mine. I made mistakes, had hard days, but I kept going. Looking back, I laugh at my old self. I thought life was easy, but that life is work. Life is building. Now I'm ready for the future, not because I have money, but because I've learned how to earn it. If this story gave you something to think about, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Wiser Today, where stories don't just entertain, they teach.